Hi friends, it's Victor Costa, Peace, Love, and Muscles. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having an outstanding day. Guys, thank you so much for the likes, the shares, and the subs. Tonight's video really is for those people who always like to give me one of those. They like to say, hey, yeah, natural, LOL, or, why don't you take some more steroids, or you can only lie to so many people. This message is for those people tonight. Because the rest of you that have been with me a long time, who are excelling, who have done really, really well in terms of your training from a natural perspective, you already get the point, you already get the message. The people with the LOL, the natural LOL, natural with the emojis and things like that, you guys simply don't think enough of your own capabilities. And that's what my channel is for. The channel is not to put a line of demarcation between being a fake natty, which some people suggest, and then having the rest of the people kind of just wonder how you get to be even a fake natty. Okay? And I understand that you're perplexed about this industry. This industry is not perplexing. There are people who are natural, and then there are people who are not. And then there are people who think it's fun, I guess, to say that they're natural, but they take all other kinds of stuff. And I don't know what their definition of natural is. I mean, I saw a video of a natural Mr. Universe, or I can't remember the title, so please don't quote me. And he had tremendous gyno, worse than any of the guys in the other things, in the other organizations. So I understand your frustration. I understand that you don't know where you can get naturally. I know that. You don't believe that you can get to a certain level. And that is the sad part, because that keeps you from trying, because you've automatically decided who's drugged and who's not, and what you can get naturally and what you can't. And I think that a lot of us have made that decision about how far we can go in advance, rather than seeing how far we can go. That thinking really inhibits you from moving further. And I really love to express to you that for those of you who think that I'm not natural, you're holding yourself back. You're using me to argue for your limitations. Please do yourself a favor and start thinking more for yourself. Start thinking bigger. Stop with this is the idea of what I can get or what I can't get, and maybe Victor Costa is somehow in that mix or that mark. Don't use me for that. Get there. Just go do it. You can do it by not complaining and not doing the LOL stuff, and just thinking more for yourself and more of yourself. You can do this. Most people fail because they start and stop, period. They don't eat for the progress that they want. They don't sleep for the progress that they want. And they talk continuously against the progress that they want. And that's what you have to talk yourself out of. I have a mentor in another area in my life. And the reason I have been held back in other areas, and I seem to have this down, is because my self-talk is not sabotaged for success in this particular area. But my self-talk is actually sabotaged in other ways for different areas of my life that other people are able to just kind of, breeze through, because they automatically accept it, or they think that they can get to a certain level of something because it's just kind of expected. I want you, especially the LOLs, especially the yeah, right, natural, especially the go get some more steroids or synthol or whatever you say, I want you to change your self-talk. I want you to expect more for yourself. I want you to cut it out with the stuff. You can continue to LOL me, but not in your own mind. I can take it, you can keep dishing it, that's fine, but the message is going to be the same. That you can get very, very far naturally. And most of you can get to exactly where you want to be. And what happens is sometimes people don't believe it, they take the drugs, they get bigger, but they really don't get what they want, because you can't get what you want that way. And you can't be proud of it. I'll tell you one thing about steroids. You'll get big, but you won't feel big. You can take as much of that stuff as you want, but you'll never feel big. Let me tell you about being natural. You'll feel big even if you don't get big. That's what I've learned over 25 years of training. That phrase crystallizes how I feel about this. You will never feel big if you stole it. You will never feel big if you borrowed it. And I don't mean how you feel and you pretend to feel or how you think you look to the rest of the world. I'm talking about on the inside. You can't feel big by cheating and getting there. You can't. But by doing it naturally, by doing it with your own integrity, with this and figuring this out. And there's a lesson, just so you know, there's a lesson to be learned along your natural path. There is a lesson to be learned. Whether it's you to get a better understanding of your body, you get to understand where your limitations were in terms of your thinking. You get to understand what hard work is. You get to understand how the body works. With the other stuff, you don't. You get to understand how a drug works. And that's the difference. You have two choices of how you want to approach this. You can do the LOL, and this is where I can go, or you can get to work. And I wish you would get to work because you can enjoy this too. And for those of you who, I would love for you to comment, if you have been in that LOL and then you put that stuff aside and you got to work, please comment, especially if you've gotten somewhere. And I know there are people out there who did it. There's one couple that I'm really good friends with now. I love them. They thought that I was actually working with the wife online. And the husband was suspicious of me. He was really suspicious of me. So he sat down and he took the session instead, and we got to know each other. And we got to talk about self-talk and mantras and other things. And these people are like, I admire these people so much for their open-mindedness. And even though there was this little push-pull in the beginning of let me figure this out, let me figure what this is about, they were open-minded enough and smart enough to sort of let me in for a minute and a half. And then we got it. Then they were on the same page, and then they understood it. And that to me is very, very important. When you are not scared enough to let a thought come in. And sometimes, guys, I got to tell you something. There's some other area in my life where I have a mentor, other areas, not just one, many, where I have decided to shut my mouth and trust somebody else. Because they got it. They got what I want. They know they're where I want to be in other areas and certain things in my life. And so it took me a long time to not think that I knew everything for lots of reasons. Because I've mastered certain things, there are other things that I need to know. There are other things that I need and other topics that I have to say, wait a minute, I don't know as much as I thought I knew because of my results. Let me trust somebody else. Let me have a mentor in another area. And it's worked out really, really well. So this video today is for those of you who don't believe you can get very far naturally, those of you with the LOL, the whole 9 yards, the emojis and whatever. You guys need the channel more than the people who are already on board. And I'm talking directly to you tonight, all of you, that you can go further than you thought. Your mind is what's holding you back. The attitude is what's holding you back. You can do amazing, amazing things. And suddenly, trust me, when you get into that rhythm and that has momentum, you will not think that what I've got is it's something that you can surpass quite easily. If you focus, you get a new mantra, and you get your butt to work. Peace, love, and muscles. Take care of yourselves. Love you guys. Look in the description box. There's a link to all sorts of stuff, my website and stuff like that. And I wish you guys in good health. Keep the peace, keep pumping, and take care. Peace, love, and muscles. Bye. And now we flex. Thanks so much for watching, friends. If you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ding the little bell so you're alerted to new videos as they come out. And always look in the description portion of the video. That's where I have the links to my workouts and my audios, and I'd love for you to check it out. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Peace, love, and muscles. Bye-bye.